Fans are absolutely losing it over what has become one of the most frustrating stretches in recent Yankees memory, and right off the bat the tone is raw and unfiltered. You don't get a traditional intro because nothing feels normal right now, as defensive miscues, bullpen collapses, questionable roster decisions and trade deadline maneuvers have shaken the fan base to its core and have everyone wondering, what on earth is going wrong this season? It starts with Anthony Volpe, the celebrated young shortstop whose range and arm strength once had fans dreaming of future fame, but whose error count has soared in recent weeks and often directly contributed to losses, fueling intense debate across Reddit threads, Twitter feeds, and YouTube comment sections. Should he be sent down to AAA to reset mentally, as some veteran players and analysts have quietly suggested behind the scenes? Or does the organization double down on long-term development at the expense of immediate results? Meanwhile, the bullpen has been a disaster zone, with high-leverage innings turning into blowouts. Key relievers have been unable to execute in tight moments, leading to heartbreak finishes and mounting anger among fans who point to poor roster construction and questionable bullpen usage patterns by the coaching staff. When fans see the Yankees blow leads in the ninth inning, or give up multiple runs in the eighth with no answer, it's hard not to believe the team is giving games away on purpose. And then there's the trade deadline drama. Brass brought in Ryan McMahon from the Rockies as a supposed answer at third base, a move some view as a savvy addition but others view as a desperate mid-season patch that came too late to alter trajectory, raising questions whether the front office is reacting to fan panic rather than executing a coherent plan. And fans haven't let manager Aaron Boone off the hook either, with his recent post-game interviews criticized for deflecting blame toward media narratives rather than offering accountability while insisting the team's core remains focused and capable. A message that rings hollow to supporters watching the team fall further behind the division-leading Toronto Blue Jays. The Jays' lead has widened to multiple games, with a multi-game skid for New York as defensive lapses in Toronto games spotlight the inconsistency and lack of clutch execution, sparking concern that the team folds under pressure on the road. Pitching rotation concerns compound the issue. Carlos Rodon, brought in this off-season to solidify the rotation, has struggled with control and posted an unusually high ERA, leaving fans questioning investments that haven't paid off. Social media sentiment is scathing. Commenters call the play unprofessional, embarrassing, and accuse the organization of mismanagement, even coining taglines like #Yankees collapse trending across platforms. And yet, amid the fury there's a faint glimmer of hope. Moments from rookie Ben Rice delivering walk-off home runs to spark nostalgia of past heroics, and flashes from veterans like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and the promising Austin Wells keep a fragile optimism alive. But for many, the question is not whether the Yankees can rally. They feel the deeper issue is systemic and suspect this season may slip away unless urgency hits at the top. And fans are more unified than ever in demanding changes. They're calling for bullpen reinforcements, lineup reconfigurations, adjustments in defensive alignments, even a shakeup in coaching staff. This video brings you real voices from the stands and online, heated discussions about roster construction, clutch hitting failures, bullpen meltdowns, and leadership accountability. We break down fan theories on whether the Yankees are unlucky, mismanaged, or simply out of gas, analyzing metrics like win-loss differential versus expected, blown saves, and error rates. And we tackle the polarizing debate around whether sticking with the young core, Volpe, Wells, Rice, is still worth the pain of watching them struggle now, or if the organization needs to pivot to veteran stability. The heat is on. Will management go silent or address these concerns head-on? At what point do fans lose faith completely? Drop your reactions below. Tell us what you think is the root of it all. Hit like if you still believe in a turnaround, comment with your take, share this with your Yankees crew to fuel the conversation, and subscribe to stay in this fan-driven commentary zone because the season is still alive but the pressure cooker is real and every fan voice matters.